If you're like me and you grew up in the 80s, you definitely know what kind of car this is. This was one of the baddest little cars you could get. This was the Pontiac Fiero. This familiar car is not exactly what you think it is. In fact, it is incredibly rare. This is the Pontiac Mera. What's going on, YouTube? I'm the GI Car Guy. My name is Jason, and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're into cars like I am, this channel is dedicated to all things cars. We're going to be reviewing everything from exotics to JDMs, sports and luxury to trucks, and even some classic cars. If you got a love for cars like I do, then you're definitely in the right spot. So go ahead and do me a favor, look down, hit that subscribe button, like, do all those things YouTube wants us to do. And without further ado, let's hop in. Let's go for a ride. Believe it or not, this Pontiac Fiero turned Ferrari 308 replica is one of the rarest cars ever made. Between 1987 and 1988, only 247 Meras were ever produced. The Mera we're looking at right now is number 108. To even get a Mera, the customer had to purchase a brand new Fiero for the conversion. No kits were ever sold. Rather, the Mera was sold as a dealer option, sort of like a conversion van back in the 80s as well. Once purchased, the new Fiero was sent to Corporate Concepts in K-Pac, Michigan. Yeah, I had to look that one up myself. To be rebodied as the 308. One of the big changes for the 1988 Mera was the addition of the replica aluminum rims. These rims were specifically cast by Cromadora of Italy, who at one time cast rims for Ferrari. When it comes to power output, Little American two-seater cranked out a not-so-earth-shattering 135 horsepower, roughly, from its mid-mounted 2.8-liter V6. It's about 100 horsepower shy of what the 308's V-shaped V8 was putting out, and honestly, for a Ferrari, that's not so earth-shattering either. While the outside does a remarkable job replicating the 308, for the most part, the interior certainly falls short of the driver-centric gauges and Italian leather finishes of the Ferrari. As you can see, the Mera has the more traditional Pontiac styling of the mid-80s, plastic consoles with large buttons and controls. The interior is very, very reminiscent of the 1988 Pontiac Grand Am I owned back in the mid-90s. I say all that to say, this Mera is very well loved and very well kept, and is in pretty good shape, and to be honest, I think it looks pretty good for being an 87. Ultimately, the Mera was well received during the roughly 2 years it was offered at a price tag of $24,000 to $28,000, depending on options. This owner here actually added quite a few little touches to this one to really make it authentic, and I think it turned out really well overall. The Mera met its end for two reasons. The first being that they were sued by Ferrari. Ferrari claimed quite noticeably that the Mera was too close a copy of the 308 and 328 Ferrari models, which honestly it was. This was a point that Corporate Concepts never even fought back on. No pushback, no challenges in court. And I think the reality was that they looked at Ferrari and realized they were going to take an L. The second reason the Mera program came to an end was because of Pontiac. In 1988, Pontiac shut down the Fiero program. Corporate Concepts had always stated it as their partnership with them. They would only ever convert new Fieros. no used Fieros would ever be used in the rebodying process. With that being said, no new Fieros, no new Meras. In the end, only 247 Meras were ever produced. As the Meras get older and slowly make their way to scrap yards and wherever else old cars go, beautiful, well-maintained examples like this one continue to increase in value. With all that being said, honestly, I really like the Mera. I think it's a cool little car. It's a very neat piece of history, incredibly rare, and was a fun little car to drive. And I really appreciate the owner taking the time to let me check it out, let me drive it, and poke and prod and all those things. But what are you guys' thoughts? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it cool? Is it not? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Really appreciate everybody stopping by today, checking out my first video, and there will be more to come. So that being said, take care, guys. Take care of each other, and stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next ride.